the South. Ain't got really feel me. Feel us. East Coast feel me. Feel us. West Coast feel me. Say what?
What's up, y'all? It's Kaya. I'm back. This week's episode of All American Season 4, Episode 16. Labels. Y'all, I love this so much. So much. I've been waiting for this week. I'm waiting for the rest of them too, but this week, they did not disappoint. It was so good. No one annoyed me. I am still loving just about everyone, including Coop. Asher, he wasn't there. Still like my mans. Billy. Papa Billy. I like him too. And we got... I can't even say a little deal because he a grown man now. I don't know who that was. Yo, he came up on the screen. I was like, it's been how long? Graduation was just not that long ago. He did not look like that at graduation, right? Let's go. Let's get into it, y'all, because there's so much. There's so much. Let's go. I don't know. We have the parents, right? There was so much other stuff going on, but we had them sprinkled in here this week because we needed an update. Mama Grace, she going through her own things over here that we gonna get to with her and her baby. But Papa Billy, my man's, he is struggling a bit with coaching, being a principal, and being a husband, balancing all those things. Because y'all, he's the one that made that commitment back to Mama Laura. He said, boo, I want you back in my life for forever. I want us again. You know, I want our family. And he did that, but he's struggling right now with time for her. And I love that. I love where he's going. I love the improvements I see him making, that we're getting to see him be more of a family man. He's trying to be more of a family man. He's struggling right now, y'all, just a little bit, but he's trying to make those changes. He's trying to be an amazing coach, an amazing principal. He's trying to take those steps to better himself because he struggled in the past. We've seen him struggle. I could not stand him when he was going through that struggle, but right now, you're doing right, sir. And so he has Preach come to him, and who would have thought? Preach is out here giving advice. He needs to learn how to balance. He needs to learn how to make time. Also, just to focus on what's important to him. And y'all know his marriage. Mama Laura came all the way to Crenshaw so she could be there for him. She wanted to be a part of his world because she knew that what he wanted to do at this point in time in his life, it was up in Crenshaw. She was like, I can make that change. I can make that adjustment for you, for us, her and Billy. And she wants to do that. And now it's like she's over there, but he's not really present. I like that he took what Preach was telling him and he rolled with that. He said, I'm going to learn to balance these things out, which I think is definitely possible for him to do so. But because being principal is so new to him, and, you know, coaching has always come natural to him since he was an athlete himself, I think it's just him trying to work out the kinks of everything. I don't think it'll be that hard for him to do that. My man's, he gonna be on it. And Mama Laura, she's so understanding. Yo, that's the thing. My mom's over here, she is so understanding. She was like, oh no, it's okay. Like, I understand. You have work to do. You're a principal now. You have coaching and everything. I said before he didn't deserve her. I'm gonna take that back and say he has now earned her. You know, he has earned being with Mama Laura. But this woman, I gotta give her props because she out here helping everybody. Her and Liv Girl, which we gonna get to Liv Girl and her a little bit later too. Come on, Mama Laura. Hold up. Lil Dill is not Lil Dill anymore. I don't know who this is. This is a grown man. He popped up on that screen. He had the hair grew. It had like twisted something in it. And he could go to college with his bro. I said, yo. Lil Dill's out here struggling. He is doing art. I said, wow, look at them fingers. He is so He is so artistic. He is an artiste out here. He is trying to make a way for himself out of Crenshaw. But Mr. Handelman, he ain't trying to believe in my homie. So he telling my homie that his art is not good. Make him seem like he has no worth, you know, to him. And that affected him. So now he got him out here talking crazy, acting crazy. He was out here talking kind of crazy to Mama Grace. And I said, oh, we don't do that. Especially not to our black mamas. And Mama Grace, she worried about her baby because he acting up. I was like, dang. Mama Grace ends up talking to Spence about it. He comes by a couple of times. He trying to talk to Lil Dill. Lil Dill trying to talk to him. Should I change his name? Nah, he's still Lil Dill. He not trying to talk to him. He talking to him a little bit crazy, and it's because he's in his fields, you know. This is his bro, who he's growing up with and who he looks up to. And he's moving on. He's doing things in his life. He's not forgetting about them, but to Lil Dill, it feels like that in a sense because he's not around as much. He doesn't live in a house anymore. He has his college life. He has a girl, you know, so, like, look, Lil Dill said, that was supposed to be my girl. He's struggling right now because it feels like you don't have many people here for you, people who believe in you. The time, the energy, the effort that you put into your dreams, into your passions of making things happen for yourself, you know, things you want to achieve, to sit here and put all that into something and have someone tell you that is not worth their time, that it'll never make you amount to anything, and that you'll never be anything should you continue to follow down that path. Why would you want to continue? Why? And my man's little deal, that's how he feeling right now. And I said, somebody gotta bring him up. They gotta lift him up. Somebody. It's gonna be my man Spence. Spence ends up talking to Coop about it, and she is growing, y'all. She's growing on me, ain't gonna lie. They're talking at the counter about Lil Dill. She showing her his artwork, and she was just as shocked as I was. She said, he did this? I said, right, girl, it looks so good. And it's so great seeing him and Coop go back and forth. You know, her giving him advice, them reminiscing about their childhood. It felt like old times. Someone actually mentioned this. They commented and said it feels like Coop is getting back to season 1 Coop. And it really does, y'all. And I really liked season 1 Coop. She started to go down for me towards the end of season 1. But for the first half of it, I loved her. She was so upbeat, so fun. You know, she wanted what was best for her homie. She was still trying to take care of herself and Crenshaw and everything. And now I feel like she's getting back to that. Even with her diving more into music in season 1, and we saw Patience be kind of a push for her to do more of that, you know, discover more of what it is she loved about music and to really try to pursue it. And I feel like now it's kind of a taste of all of that. She's getting back to how things used to be with her and her homie Spence, them spending time together, catching up with what's happening with the fam, and even the community service that she's doing right now. She's finding more passions that she really enjoys, things that really call to her. And with her not being able to do music right now, because I think it's gonna come back to her eventually. I think so. I got some faith in the lungs. I ain't even gonna lie, I got faith in the lungs. I feel like this is a new passion of hers, is being there to help people. I think that's what I like the most that we've seen change with her over the last few weeks, is her helping people more, putting other people first a lot more, because I feel like a lot of the times before it was mostly about her. Well, yeah, she'd say, oh, don't worry about me, go do you be great. Them her lines, y'all know them her lines. But at the end of the day, you know these people care about you and they love you and they want what's best for you. So you doing something that is putting you in harm's way, that's not going to go over well with them, you know? So of course they're going to still insert themselves into your life and try to help you, because it's what they do. I feel like now she's in a place where she not only cares about the people around her, but she's caring more about herself and what makes her happy, what is good for her. And she's following that. She's leaning more into that. And I really like that for her. I do. I really do. Come on, Coop. Hold on, because we're not even going to let this go, y'all. I knew this girl Sky was coming to back around. I saw them little sparks between her and Coop. I saw them sparks. This girl Sky showed up at the house. When I tell y'all I lost it, the way Patience walked around, this girl Patience was tight.
Yo, there's some strange girl here looking for you.
I was like, who is this? The jealousy, I did not expect her to be this jealous after ending everything with Coop. Well, Coop was the one who officially, I like Coop, but I'm mad she was the one that officially ended it. I was not expecting this, y'all. Hold on. Because look, yeah, they're broken up, but you seem like you wanted out for the longest time. Yes, you love her, you know, and I guess it's a new girl coming around. Y'all didn't break up that long ago, and you still live under the same roof. But the attitude, I was not expecting that much attitude. Just the little smirk, the little smile on Coop's face, because Coop knows this girl is jealous. Sky and Coop are in the kitchen. They're talking. And Sky is flirting. Coop's remaining cool, y'all. I'm like, all right, Coop, I see you. Patience and Lele sitting on the couch, right? Lele, she doing her own thing. She working over there. We're about to get to what she's working on. And we got Patience eavesdropping on the convo, throwing her little 2 cents in every chance she gets. Coop, you want to come join the conversation? Coop is eating this up at this point. She is eating up every second of this. Sky now, because we know Sky is feeling Coop. We all see it. She's checking to see if Coop about to be over there with Nana Maria tonight, because that's where she gonna be at. So we gonna be there together. Coop was like, oh, now I got this event to go to. Here come Patience, girl. My event. I'm released. Sky is over here trying to invite herself, right? She was like, oh, you got room for a +1. This girl, Patience, the invite list that she was not trying to deal with, she was like, oh, the list is kind of full. This girl, Sky, throwing out that she has like 2.5 million followers, and Lele being the one to be like, because she ended up, look, she's the one doing the work, y'all. She was like, yeah, there's room for one more. Business first. Business first, people. Wait, because this really is good publicity for Patience girl to get her name out there, to have, who cares if they're Sky's followers? If Sky gonna be there, they're gonna be like, oh, where are you? And she's at Patience's album release party. Come on, publicity. All these people gonna see you, you better take it, because if Sky, you know they about to see you too. You better take it and deal with the why of how you got it later. Come on, girl. Speaking of Patience, y'all. Patience. I can't even say she's doing the most because she's not doing nothing. Her girl is just going through some things right now. And I'm like, dang, she is so lazy. She's still in her funk. That's what it is. She's still in her funk. She's still moping around. She's still sappy. Now she add jealousy on top of that because we got Sky around. She going through so much. Her album release is happening tonight. She ain't give no invite list. She ain't sending out the invites when she was supposed to. Lele girl doing all of it. She's doing all of it. And you know what? I'm on Lele's side with this because she's literally doing all the work. The woman behind the business, the woman who is behind the music, who's helping her get her name out there, get her music out there. And this girl is chilling on the couch. The other week she was going to get her hair done. What is she doing besides going in there and laying down vocals? Patience, I love you, girl, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And once again, her and Lele are going back and forth because Lele feels like she's not doing enough. Patience, girl, seemed like she just want to chill and show up to her event tonight and just hand her the mic and sing. I can't even say hand her guitar because what? She forgot to grab the guitar, right? Lele was tight. She was like, all I asked you to grab was the guitar. You couldn't even do that. She was talking to her like she was a child. It was. That's why Patience girl was like, don't talk to me like I'm a child. I was right there with her a little bit right there because I get Lele was frustrated and everything and Patience is not doing what she's supposed to do, but it's a certain way that could have come out better in less of a berating way, you know? But that line right there, just them going back and forth about the guitar. That was it. Everything else, I stand beside Lele for. Everything else. Wait, hold on, backtrack y'all too. Because earlier when it was up in the house, after Sky done came, before her and Lele got into it, before Lele stormed off, this girl, they get another knock at the door and she gonna open it and it's Sabine. The Patience girl is fangirling. She is like, oh my God, Sabine. She is hyped. She finds out that Sabine has listened to her music. Sabine knows who she is. She made an invite for Sabine. I have my release party tonight. So we get to the event, right? Fast forward now. We're at the release party. It was Spence and Coop sitting by the table. And Sabine walks in. Patience girl goes over there to say hi to her. This boy Spence talking about, when did Sabine and Patience get so tight? Y'all, did I miss something? Because I'm like, tight where? She literally walked up to the girl, gave the lightest greeting, and that was it. You were acting like she was all hugged up on her, like she was sitting down there for a minute chatting it up with her when you walked in. No, she walked up. She said, hey, and that was it. They were pushing it. They really were pushing it because it was not that deep. Patience gets to performing. She's doing great too. I said, look at this girl, yo. She is a natural, y'all. The first song, I wasn't feeling it. Her old song, I wasn't feeling that one like that. But that new song she released, something about the vortex, I said, when they put that out, I'm getting it. She doing good. She ends up seeing Sky and this girl Coop heading out, right? And they got the hands, y'all. Nah, they not like this. They like this. They got the hands like this, right? Because they not up to this yet. She see them heading out, and she said, oh. The jealousy from earlier, it never really went away, but now it's fully back because she had distractions throughout the day, so she wasn't really focused on it, and she see them heading out now. She was like, yo, I've been up here singing my heart out in this. How you gonna do me? They dip out. So she takes it upon herself after her set, because Sabine's still there. And she kissed Sabine. She kissed Sabine, y'all. I said, wait, what? I ain't mad at it, but ho. That girl Sabine, I'm for this. I really am for her and Sabine. But Sabine was taken aback a little bit because it surprised her. It surprised me too, girl. Don't even worry about it. Patience girl, it surprised all of us actually. Patience girl was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know, with Sabine, I love Sabine. From the first second they showed us Sabine, that girl was over there helping Layla, giving Layla advice, and she didn't even know her. But she understood what she needed to hear at that point in time. And look at her right here, right now with Patience girl. She's understanding what Patience girl is going through. And she was just like, girl, you should focus on your music and your work. You know, leave the personal stuff. Don't focus on that right now. Leave that in the past. Don't get distracted by that. Your personal life, if it's too much, that thing will drag you down. Do not let that happen to you. Put your focus, put your energy and your time into your music. And let that be what drives you, you know? And I said, wow. They going somewhere. Bolivia, we're here. Back to the top. Yeah, start at the top. Because I'm gonna also, side note, I'm gonna find that scene of them up at Patience release party and I'm gonna put it in because I'll tell you that is one of their cutest moments. I was like, stop, don't do it to me, do it to me, let's go. Back to the top, right? They're going through their own things throughout this episode. Their sibling issues, their own personal matters that they're dealing with. Liv girl, because she is still going forward with this article. Wade, he don't know what's coming for him. Liv coming for him. And she's working on this. At the same time, we got Spence. My man's trying to work on his branding. Who is Spencer James? That's what we all trying to figure out. He's trying to figure it out too. So he's running things by her. Also, y'all, it was my man. He threw out Davita's name in that convo with Liv in the morning. She didn't even bat an eye. She didn't, no double take whatsoever, because she's being supportive of what it is he's going after, what he's trying to achieve. And this new approach that he's taking. She's being supportive of all of it. All that is her man, she is supporting it, you know? So she didn't even care. She didn't even care. I said, oh, look how far. He's focused on his branding. She's focused on the article. Girl ends up having to dip out. He notices that she's dipping out. And I said, oh, it's hurting me a little bit, y'all, because I can see clearly now. The rain was never here, but I can always see clearly. And I see that we're struggling just a little bit. I feel like these issues that's coming up for Bolivia, y'all, time is not helping. Before was the lunch dates, and now we have them, they're not in class, they're back at the crib, chilling. And I feel like it's time, y'all, that's going to be a big thing with them. Because seeing them over the last few weeks and even seeing this here, him just noticing, or not only noticing, him mentioning out loud that she has to leave. And I'm looking like they have so many things outside of classes that they're dealing with, new things they're pursuing. And then on top of that, them having like a difference of opinion or whatever it may be, now having time be an issue for them where they, you know, it's been an issue before, but now I feel like it's just building up more and more and the more they take on too. And I don't want that for Bolivia. We don't want that for Bolivia. But I think that's what it's gonna be for Bolivia. It's looking a little hard over here for me on my end. What about y'all? Now Logan continues on with her story, right? She sits down with Wade. When this dude caught on to where she was going with this conversation, the way he talked to her, I said, no. She just sat there. She just sat there, y'all. I said, no. I don't think she was fully expecting that response. Like, even you could tell just looking at Wade, the kind of dude he is. You know, he has jerk potential. He definitely does. I don't think she was fully expecting him to react that way. And he did. I said, I'm not with this. I am not with it. But later on, when he comes to Spence and Jor, and he's all tight because of the way she came at him, and he thinks that Jor and Spence has something to do with it. And then he sees Papa Billy, because Papa Billy, he don't know what's happening right now, you know, at this point in time, with all of them. So he's over here meeting with Coach Garrett regarding his own players. He sees them coming out the office together. That right there, that made him even more upset. And he felt like they were plotting on him. And I'm just like, bruh, you kind of did all this to yourself. They didn't have to do much. He felt the way he feels. So now fast forward, we get to the house. Jor is tight. Him and Liv are going back and forth because him mocking her. They're such brother and sister, y'all. They're going back and forth because he is upset that she's doing this article on Way. It's making things difficult for him. It's a story. She's going after the story, and you're the one that put that information out there for her, my man's. Like, you were the one that was voicing all this information out there out loud to her, directly to her, and you know what her job is. What you expect? So she following her gut. Daddy said, follow your gut, baby girl. So she doing that. I don't have anything against her doing the story. If it's gonna get my girl name up on that byline, gonna get her name out there, and it's a great story at that, come on, Liv girl, put it out there. If the only thing that is really hurting is your friendship or whatever it is, you being in Way's good graces, no. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Come on, Liv girl, get your byline out there. So they're upset about that. He storms off with Lele, and they go to the studio because she's mad, y'all remember, about the whole guitar. So she was like, I will get the guitar. That's where they storm off to. Oh, she went to see Mama Laura, y'all. Ha! MMJ, me Mom Jordan. That's cute. I love that this girl Liv is so comfortable just like making her way over to Crenshaw to visit her parents over there and just to talk to them. You know, I like that we're seeing their relationship, her relationship, build more with them. And I think, yo, Crenshaw, their move to Crenshaw was the best thing that could have happened. Come on, we got new jobs, relationships growing, building, thriving. This is some great stuff. And she's talking to her. The fact that they were able to just laugh about the MMJ situation. Here's what it is too. Her parents used to live in Beverly Hills. They used to live in the same house. And she barely was having conversations like this with them on serious matters, things that were important to her. She barely talked to them about it because they were barely making themselves available to her. She barely felt like she could go to them to have those conversations. And now they moved to Crenshaw. She has to travel to go see them. And she makes that trip now on her own to go and see her parents, to have these important conversations with them. I love that because we're seeing the growth here in their relationships with each other. So to see her and Mama Laura be able to sit here and her voice her opinion to her mom, how she's feeling, it's so nice. He'll come around. Listen, girl, he gonna come around. Y'all twins at the end of the day. Y'all are siblings. Y'all came from the same womb. Y'all did. Now at this release party, the release party with Spolivia. They look so good. Hold up. Sam's face? They had her face beat. The hair was laid. Curls. I say yes, girl. She looked so good. And then the fit to go along with it. She was glowing. That's what it is. She was glowing. And she is not preggers. She looked amazing. Oh my gosh. And him standing beside her, they just fit. They fit. Like, lock it in. I could not take it. Run it. Come on, like Chris Brown said, run it.
Have you seen Jordan?
Since he stormed out of your place. When you ever gonna tell me you doing a story on Way?
You told me to keep you out of it, so I kept you out of it. I didn't want you to react the same way that Jordan did.
And did I?
No.
They're talking about everything that's been going on with them today. It's been a long day for everybody, y'all. From the second he asked her why she didn't tell him about the article, I was cheesing ear to ear. Which means the look on his face. What?
Which means?
You have to admit that you have a temper, okay?
Cause he do. He got that.
I didn't want to upset you.
My man.
Which means?
The way it was affected Liv, it was affecting me. I said, Spence, don't look at us like that. My heart. I said, y'all are pulling me in. So she's opening up to him some more, you know, about their sibling drama that they both have going on. Him and Dale, her and Jor, how are they going to show their brothers that they care about what it is they're going through and how to be there for them. The little head, she put the head on him. The head went and the lips went over. It was like on her forehead. I said, come on, Spolivia. He wants what's best for her, y'all. He loves this girl with every fiber of his being. Every inch of him, every piece of him loves Liv girl. So he gonna support her. Whatever it is you want to do, boo, I got you. She lets him know, you know, I'll be more open in the future. Leads us to them leaving the party now. and she gets notifications from Noah. Noah notifies girl via text, via link, that Wade, he done posted about her. We know it's Wade. He called my girl a skank on the internet. He's a sneaky skank. No, she's not. They're coming for Liv Girl because she's trying to do her job, because she's trying to get her name out there, because she's trying to report about what's right. And this how y'all gonna do her? And Spence, he notices because he sees something changed here. What's wrong, boo? And she said, oh, nothing. She didn't even tell him. Which I expected her not to tell him, y'all. But it's about to come back around. She's going to try to keep it on the low until it gets to a point where it just blows up, you know? And she's been dealing with this, or trying to deal with this, on her own for so long and never mentioned it. Forget not mentioning it to her brother, her mom, dad, whatever. She never mentioned it to Spence. So for Spolivia, my heart cries. For Spolivia, my heart is hurting. Because he's going to be thinking about, you know, you just told me in the future, you know, you'll be more open in the future towards me and what you're going through. And that is not going to be the case. So I'm hurt, because I'm hurt, but I'm very excited to see where this goes, because this is good stuff. I said, oh, I don't think this is going to lead her to a relapse, but I think it's going to affect her in a way, because your face is on the internet. There's these comments about you, negative comments now that are being made, and I think we're just going to see more and more of that come up. It's not like this is a one and done. So to see her be affected by this, it's going to hurt my heart. It is. It really is. But we going to see. It's taking me some time to calm down. Calm down. Because Jordela, stop. Backtrack. Back to the top. Let me just start by saying there have been 4 things from Jordela. I said, just give me more of these 4 things and I will treasure them. I will love them forever. Please just give me more of it. It has been the tent. I got it that one time, but you know what? I'm not even mad at it. I'm hopeful that it's gonna come back again somewhere in the future, the near future. The studio, because I said the studio it's a place for them where she feels comfortable. She's there so much, and my man started visiting her there. I said, yes, that's a spot. Forget all the negativity that has touched that place. We don't claim that no more. The island in the Baker household, y'all, that island means something to me, because that island means something to Jordela. And last but not least, phone calls. We have gotten the island several times over the course of this season, and I'm like, thank you very much, because they know. Then when it comes to the phone calls, let me just say that All-American Homecoming this week, thank you very much. You did not disappoint me. I knew. I said yes, and I got it. So that just leaves me with the studio. And they said, here you go. We're on campus. She showed up to see this dude on campus. That was another thing too. I wanted so bad this season, at least once, for her to just come visit him on campus, for whatever reason it may be, just to come see him, because I knew always in my heart that they were going somewhere. And they gave me her seeing him on campus, visiting him, and the studio in one episode. Come on. Writer's room, y'all deserve a break after this. They said, because I said, I just want to win. They said, don't worry, Kaya, you're winning this week right here. 16, we got you. I said, oh my gosh, you earned a break. So she comes to see him, to give him an invite. I don't even care. I don't care that she could have texted to him. I don't care she could have called him and told him over the phone that he was VIP. She said, I'm going to come give him this physical card. Here you go. Here's your invitation. It was her noticing the interaction between him and Wade and the guys. How they all just threw the bags down there. The girl was over there on her phone like she was already being busy. No. She was picking up on every little thing. See her face change because she knew something was not right. And my man tried to brush it off as hazing. Nah, buddy. I said, this is not the end of this right here. Let's go. We get to the studio now. After, side note too, when they're in the house arguing, because they both stormed out together to go to the studio. Him to get away from Liv, her to get away from Patience, and to get Patience's guitar. But it was the way my man, who was in the middle of a full argument with Liv Girl, full argument, he was over there being loud and everything. She comes down the stairs. Her and Patience are being loud too, because they're in the little argument as well. The second he hears this girl's voice and her voice is raised, she's arguing with someone, stops. His conversation just stops. What convo? What argument? He said no. She's talking and she's upset. Why is she upset? Who is she talking to? Alert. He was alert for Lele. Them eyes went right over there. Hold on, because Miz was on it, y'all. This dude, the second she said she was getting out that house, he said, oh, I will go with you. He could have went home. He could have went anywhere. He could have went back to campus. No, he said, I will go with you. And he sure enough meant that, right to the studio. And that's where they went. Let's go to the studio because the best. Jordan is complaining about Wade. He's mad at Liv. He's doing all this complaining to Lele, who's already agitated with her own stuff that's going on. So she doesn't see this being Liv's fault. Liv probably has a very good reason as to why she's going after Wade. A reason, like I said, that he gave her because he's the one that opened up to her about why Wade was suspended from the game. So that's on you, my mans. Also because he feels since Wade is an upperclassman and he has so much he can learn from Wade, and Simone agrees, she was like, okay, but
Simone wasn't there to hear how he talked to you.
I said, tell him, girl, because you were there. You had a front row seat. I was there with y'all. My girl, if she says it so nonchalant, like just throwing it out there, like she does not care because, like I said, she has her own stuff going on. Also, apart from her just being there when the whole situation happened with him, Wade, and the guys, she knows who Jordan is. She knows she sees his potential. She knows the kind of person he is and the kind of player he is as well. And the fact that Wade and them are making you feel like you're less than your worth, you're less than them, she's not gonna sit here and stand for that. Like, she don't want to sit here and see you moping around and complaining and coming down on yourself because they're coming down on you when you've been pushing her this whole time and telling her like she's the strongest person you know. All these things that you see in her, you know her worth, and you don't see that in yourself, or even if you see it in yourself, you don't fully believe it in yourself because you're letting these other people try to tear you down. And you got your girl telling you, oh yeah, babe, it'll get better. No. So she's trying to get out now that she has the guitar and the door is locked. It's not budging. They stuck. I said, oh, yes. So much. Yes. I don't care how he got here. I don't care how that door got locked. But yes. The way she tells this boy.
Okay, relax.
Do not tell me to relax, Jordan.
Yeah, I know Patience just told her to relax earlier. She was not trying to have that. The way she says his name, y'all. I'm like, yo, this girl always says this guy's name so much when they're talking to each other. Does it get better? Yes, it gets better. They're stuck. They have nowhere to go, which means feelings that have been buried, they're coming up. They're rising right on up. I said, come on, let them rise. Let's go. Give it to me. She's fed up with him whining, and she throws it out there that that's all he does. And my man, and people walk all over him. My man said, how exactly am I a doormat? The argument that follows, they were taking shots. And I said, you would not put this much effort into an argument. You would not try to go this low if deeper feelings were not involved. You would not be this invested, this hurt by not only what's being said, but who's saying it to you. If there weren't deeper feelings here. And there clearly are deep feelings between the two of them. Because this girl, the way she mocked him.
I want Wade to like me. I want Olivia to stop being mean to me.
Layla did not come to play. Layla was fed up. Layla was done. She was not here for sappy Jordan. Hence why she threw it out there again, y'all. She threw it out there again.
And I'm telling you the truth, Jordan. So if you want to be coddled, go to literally anyone else. You're all, my dad says, Simone says, who cares? What does Jordan say?
Simone, because we do not care. They don't know you like how I know you. That's how she was feeling. But also, the real thing is, do you even know yourself? What do you want for yourself? And my man was over there struggling with that. And I think hearing it out loud from Lele, he wasn't expecting that. She's fed up. She's stressed. She's over it at this point because he's complaining the whole time. They have nowhere to go. And being locked in here with each other, and we already know that feelings have been developing for them over the course of these seasons because they're in love with each other, y'all. They are. All of that is coming to a head soon. And right now, being locked up in the studio, all of those feelings that have been buried, that have not been spoken about out loud, those are going to come up as well. And that's why we have what's happening right here. They are swinging. Y'all, when I say swinging, I mean swinging. This boy is hurt. You know he's hurt because this is the third time, y'all, this season alone that this boy has brought up her sleeping with somebody. Look at him. Look at him. Why do you care? Why do you care? I love that you care, but why do you care?
You know the only way to get close to you recently is in the bedroom? Hey, Ash, let's hook up. Now go away. Hey, Clay, let's hook up. Now go away. Walls up, pants down. That's your new motto.
But this boy, George, he said, walls up, pants down. No, he didn't. Him bringing up these guys that she's slept with, even making that comment there, it's, to me, it's because he doesn't want that for her. You know, he sees it as what it is. She's not invested in these guys for relationships. Yeah, he told her, you don't have to be all serious or go all in now. You can take your time getting to know someone. She's not. She knows Asher, but like Asher was just a hit it and quit it. And it's just her sleeping around with these different guys because she's not allowing herself to be emotionally available in that way because she still has things that she's working on, things that she's dealing with personally. And I think for him, it wasn't the best time to throw it up in her face. Actually, with the argument that they had going on, I told y'all they were trying to hit below the belt because they know how to make the other hurt. It all comes down to he's in love with her, y'all. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Whether he fully realizes that or not, this man is in love with this girl. To see her and know that she's sleeping around with these guys, and it's not the worst thing that she could possibly be doing, but for you, who you're that person for her, you're that constant. And I think it's also because he has these feelings that are not out there now. So it's hurting him in a way for her to be sleeping with these other guys. You know, whether he wants to admit it or not, it's hurting him. That's why she threw it back in his face that he was jealous. But it comes down to love. That's it. And him wanting to be that guy. He wants to be not the guy she's sleeping with, but that steady guy in her life. That guy that she can be emotionally invested and connected with. They're in this argument. She's coming at him. He's coming at her. They're both trying to make the other hurt in any way that they can because they can't really have each other in the way that they really want each other, that they truly want each other. And that's what's still clouded for them and that they're still trying to figure out. So this is how they're going about it. Yo, the smirk. Do y'all see the smirk? She gave a little smirk off to the side because yeah, I did that and what? Hold on, wait, because he says something like that to you and you follow it up with,
You know, it sounds like someone's jealous.
Okay.
But it'd never happen, Jordan, because you'd have to grow a pair.
ain't no way, y'all. Ain't no way, y'all. I said, that's it. That's the only thing holding y'all back, holding you back, girl, from putting it out there how you really feel is him growing a pair. That's the only thing, the only excuse this girl gave was that he needed to grow a pair. The look on his face as she says it though. We know he's hurt by this. We know this is hitting him. This man has never had no other conversation like this. Neither has she. Something that has been so heated, so passionate. They have never had a conversation like this with anyone else that has got them this riled up, that has got them this upset, this invested, to raise their voices like this. We're about to get to her breakdown. To have a breakdown like that? No. And don't even try to take me back to that cliff. Don't even. The biggest problem with this fight for them, not for us because I was eating it up, but for them, is that they know each other too well. Too well. They know what makes the other tick. They know what's not being said. They know how the other feels deep down inside, which is why they're able to just take swing after swing. And to see, you can see it being played out on their faces because they know what they're about to say is the truth and they know it'll hurt once it's said out loud, which is why they're pulling everything out. They're pulling everything out. All this to say, him now bringing up her and Carrie, which I knew was going to be Carrie, man. I knew it was going to be the Carrie situation because she never really got over it. And he's been the only one that she's really opened up to about that situation too. Look at him.
Okay, enlighten me.
The night Carrie tried to push you off that cliff. Since then, you pretended to be okay, pretended to move on. Lied that you were over it, became a control freak, used whoever you needed to and pushed everyone else away. I'm the only one who wouldn't let you.
Well, you can walk away anytime.
No, I can't, because we're stuck in this stupid room.
My girl telling him that he could walk away anytime. She knows she doesn't want him to walk away, but she knows people in her life do tend to leave.
You may have saved Carrie, but I think she killed a part of you.
I feel like her here in the studio, you know, being like, you want out, I'll let you out. It was a challenge in a way for both of them because, one, they ain't got nowhere to go. They done tried to get out the studio. But deeper than that, he knows he's here, he's stuck, and he wants to be stuck. The way she broke down in this man's arms, the way she broke down, her still screaming as she's breaking down in his arms and him just holding her because he knows, I told you, he ain't going nowhere, that's it. Nothing can be hidden from them anymore. Between the two of them, nothing. So how you feel, what you're going through, I see it all because I see you and I know you. Yes, he's in a relationship. You know, it was his first real serious relationship, but that relationship is dying. It's on its last breath. We all see it. We know it. Also, why would you want someone to be with you when they're clearly in love with someone else? His heart isn't there. His heart is with Layla. And yes, emotionally cheating on both of their parts, but it's not like they have any control over that. They realize that they have this deep connection that they can't deny. As much as they try to, which I'll give him that, he's been trying, you know, he's been trying to just be a friend. And it's grown into what we have today. We get back to them, Layla and Jor. She didn't have her breakdown, he was there for her. Now they're sitting there chilling. Y'all, they're playing footsies, they got the feet rocking. I said, oh my goodness, look at this. They got the hands down together too. Not together like this, but like they each have their hands kind of similar. I said, I see things. And they're apologizing for what's been said, you know. They were speaking facts. They were speaking the truth. But it was hurtful to both of them because the truth hurts sometimes. You just gotta take it and do what you need to do to fix yourself. Hold on. It's the looks, y'all, that they're giving each other here. And girl with the, and it's not because of your good looks either. Why? That was a thing that needed to be said. Yes, it was, Lele.
You saved your team last game, and you didn't lead Beverly to 2 championships off of your good looks.
That girl made sure she threw that out there. I said it went right in this ear and it stayed inside of me. I kept it. Yeah, she sees the kind of person he is, his heart, his good heart and everything. But she see them good looks. Yes, she does. Of course she does. What fight? Nah, they did have a big fight. But they have now gotten to this place where it's also the range, y'all. From where they started at the top of the episode, to them getting into these arguments with other people, them coming to the studio all upset and complaining and stuff on his part, and then getting into their argument with each other, leading to her breakdown, him getting frustrated with her and how she's coming across to him. And now look at this. Look at where they're at now. What it was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster, and I was on that ride. I went on it like 10 times. That sounds a little weird. We gonna keep it though. I was like, yes, it was so good. And because he cares about her, because at the end of the day, like, she still hasn't dealt with what he brought up regarding her and Carrie.
Where was this Layla 20 minutes ago?
At the bottom of a cliff, apparently.
My man circles right back around to that, and he's like,
Do you wanna talk about it? It's not like we have anywhere else to go.
to talk to him, girl, because that's your Jor. Talk. Ends up opening up to him about Carrie. No hesitation, y'all. She went right into it. She done got herself comfortable too. She done pulled the legs up. He done pulled his legs up. She's sitting there chilling. She's telling him about Carrie and how she wanted to help her. She wanted someone who was going to be there for her. And yeah, you know, Carrie was sick and everything, but she was someone who wasn't going anywhere. Carrie was that someone who, she was there for her. She showed that she needed her. And it felt good to be needed. It felt good to have someone constantly there. It was the...
Because I'm mad at her too. She almost took one of my favorite people away.
Okay, Jor. Okay, Jor. My man's. And I love that he's not only letting her talk, but he's not letting her put too much of this on herself, because she's trying to take some of this on as her own fault regarding Carrie and getting herself into that situation with Carrie. He ain't here for it. He's like, nah, girl, she was bugging. I said, yeah, she was, Jor. Let her know. Hold on, but when it got to girl talking about part of her wish she let Carrie jump, I said, girl, me too. Nah. Let me not be that harsh. She started breaking down a little bit because she wanted to know. She felt like it made her a bad person to wish that for someone, you know? He was not about to let that slide either. My man went in and he grabbed her hands. He grabbed the hands, y'all. He grabbed the hands, y'all. Look at him. Look at him. Look at them. I can't take it. I cannot take it. So she goes on to tell him how Carrie has reached out to her. She burned that letter. She was like, I ain't dealing with this girl. Get out of here. I'm about to burn you out of my life. And that's exactly what she thought she did. She ain't do it. And he knows she's still affected by this. So now, we ain't even getting to the house yet. This tech dude comes to open up the door for them, right? Y'all, the way they slowly, their head did not even snap to the door. They were they did not care. Yo, hands were still connected and took their time pulling their hands apart. As it pulled apart, my man, his hand went right to her knee.
Y'all good?
That's a start.
Yeah.
And then helped her up. Come on. They get out. Did he go home? No. He went to his old home. He went right back up to that house with her. They sitting there chilling, right? Like they did not spend the whole day together, basically. I said, yes, I'm here for this. My man's is talking to her about patience. The show went great. They see that it was handled well. Everyone was able to take care of whatever she couldn't take care of because she was locked up, y'all. He's just talking to her about allowing people to be there for her, allowing her friends to help her, you know, and it's what they want to do. This girl.
Like you did tonight. You even stood up for yourself. You got right up in my face.
I said, that was it. That was her only thing holding her back. She said it. She said, you got all up in my face? All up in my face? I said, that's it, right, Lele? The way they're going back and forth, y'all, they're done. They're done. Look at them.
I guess I did, yeah. And you are way scarier than Weight Waters.
Hey, don't ever let anyone make you think less of yourself.
He's over here suggesting she goes to see Carrie, and he is about to be headed with her because his heart will not allow him not to go with her. Y'all, they care so much about each other. I think that's what I love the most is they had a whole argument, intense fight. And this is still how it ended, with them caring about the other still, you know, and still seeing and knowing what the other needed, because at the end of the day, she's still reminding him, don't let Wade and them other dudes walk all over you, stand up for yourself. And at the same time, he knows that Carrie is still something that she needs to deal with, something she still needs to face. And he's gonna be there and be that support that she needs to do that. And I'm like, yo, we'll just take it 1 week at a time, because that's all I could take too, is 1 week at a time. It's a lot for me. So thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.